Today I'm going to do the full review of iPhone 30 mini. So in terms of unboxing, there is not much to show, right? There is a cable, there is a pin, there is Apple stickers. That's it, no chargers or nothing. So that's the shortest unboxing I have ever done for a phone, I guess. I mean, it is going to be common because Apple has started something like this. Talking about the display, it's a 5.4-inch Full HD Plus display. It's an OLED display, 60 Hz only, 1200 nits. There, that's what I say. It has decent brightness. I mean, it's not decent. It has pretty good brightness. It's very good to use outdoor. It's pretty good to watch videos. But man, that notch is really hideous. I really hate that notch. Because of that, I never got completely adjusted the display because every time I look at the display, because it's a small display, my eyes just go to that notch and it is very difficult. Touch response and everything is nice. It's a small display, but because of the notch, I really cannot adjust with the display. Now, talking about the design, it's a pretty nice design if you ask me. It's very beautiful, it's lightweight, it's durable because of the ceramic shield or material like that. It has, I mean, it's a very cute phone, that's what I have to say. It's a very cute phone. It's very easy to handle phone. I mean, you can hold the phone really well. It fits in your hand very nicely, and that's it. That's the design is very nice because it's small, it's very cute, it looks really nice. It is really nice phone. The design, the unlocking is face unlock is nice, but I mean it's pandemic, but you have to give us a fingerprint scanner right now. But no, you should suffer because you use an Apple phone. That's what Apple thinks, I guess. The software, iOS software is pretty nice. It's fast, if you ask me. It's pretty smooth. I mean, I have used 120 hertz display recently, so it is not as smooth as that. I it does not slow down, but I think there is some problem with the latest iOS because it kind of stutters at some point, but otherwise it's a very smooth experience. No app has crashed on me and everything like that. There's no such issues, but I'm not a fan of iOS, to be frank. So I I don't like these apps, all apps on home screen. I want the app drawer and everything. So I it's nice, I guess. Otherwise, I don't know what to say more than that. Then if you go to settings and everything, I want to talk about the battery here. So the problem with the settings is that the settings shows great battery life. I will be showing the screenshots and everything about that. Settings, so there is a great battery life in this, but I mean, it has great battery life. I'm not going to lie about that, but it's not as much as the app says. So today I have used it for 5 or 37 minutes. So at least they are showing it as screen on time, I guess. If you look at the full battery stats, it will show us 9-10 hours. But truth to be told, it has good standby time. If you use a night, it will stay lose very less battery, but just like my P30 Pro, which I uses as my primary phone for a long time, it has similar battery life. So I guess the screen on time will be around 6 hours, not more than that. But the app is showing 9 hours. I don't know why, but that's the truth. So in terms of charging, it has wireless charging. So I use my P30 Pro to charge it first because I didn't have a charger. Obviously, charger does not come with a box, so it's a small battery, so it charges pretty fast considering it's a small phone. And it has camera, dual camera on the back, 12 MP f1.6 aperture main camera, 12 MP 120 degree ultra wide and secondary camera. No zoom lens, of course. You have to go for the pro models for that. Then on the front we have 12 MP camera with f2.2 aperture on the hideous notch. I mean, I know notch has lot of things like this one say there is lot of sensors there, but still, come on man, I really don't want that notch. So these are the different zoom lengths that provided by the Apple 0.61x, 2x, 5x. I think there is some color shift and everything, but people say no, Apple's all lenses look so really equal to each other. If you think these photos all look same, then I don't know, maybe my eyes have problem, but I don't think so. Not every lens looks same. Even the lens with same lens I am zooming 2x and 5x, these three looks different, especially the colors and the brightness and everything. So I don't know. Mm, then there is different portrait modes like natural light, studio light, contour light, stage mono, high key light mono. These are things I think it is pretty nice. It looks decent. A lot of people uses the stage light and stage mono as their profile pics in different in their social media platforms. So there is that. Mm, then we come to the different modes. I mean, you can change it like it is like profiles for your camera. You can picture standard, the contrast, the pixel like pictures, vibrant Samsung like pictures, warm pictures, cool pictures. But I don't think that makes a huge difference in the photos. So I click most of my photos on standard. And sometimes I don't know, maybe some people find it useful. I really didn't find it very useful, so that's that. So coming to the daylight pictures, I mean daylight pictures, it really good click good pictures with the ultra wide angle or the main lens. I think the colors look decent. The dynamic range is also good, maybe good, because many a times I have seen that they overexposes the clouds many a times, because I don't think the clouds was looking that in the previous pictures. Here also the ultra wide angle actually does suit good, and 12 MB pictures are there because the details are nice for 12 MB I guess, but I have seen better details on other phones which cost much lesser than these phones because of the detail it can capture with the higher megapixel count. But this is also nice. I don't think people need too much details, obviously, but because it does not have zoom sensors, it would be helpful if we can actually have a higher sensor so that we could get better 2x or 3x photos, right? If you have more megapixel count, that's what I meant. More details, more zoom quality. At least that's what I think. The dynamic range issue, I am the shadows are crushed here with the ultra wide angle. I don't know why it crushed, because I don't think that shadows were that much crushed. And here also there is little bit overexposing here and there if you look carefully in these photos. That's what I said. I don't think Apple's algorithm is really good with dynamic range. But still, the pictures look nice, and colors sometimes look weird. I mean, especially human pictures, that we will come through that. I mean, when we reach the pictures, I will talk about that. Otherwise, daylight pictures looks nice. This also looks nice, but I think there is a tinge more brown on the board and tinge more yellow was needed. Sometimes it exposes really well, colors give colors. Sometimes it just subdues the colors. I don't know. It is not really consistent. So I have a lot of problems like that, but I'm not saying the pictures are bad, but I'm just saying that not every reviewer saying is right about these phone's pictures. I'm not just talking about the pictures. Here also you can see the overexposure on the ultra wide angle camera, and the shadow details. When it actually puts the details on the shadows also, it look less detaily. I mean, right, you can see that, right, the overexposure on the ultra wide angle and the other things I said. This is a nice picture. I really like the picture I took as the main sensor, but on the ultra wide angle camera I think that angle was little too exaggerated for the picture, but otherwise this was a nice photo. I don't see much blemishes on the photos otherwise. Shadow details are also pretty good, not great but pretty good. So as I said, the daylight pictures all are decent, pretty good. I mean, if you are not comparing with other phones also, you don't find much problem with the photos, I mean. This is another angle of the first photo. Again, there is a little bit of overexposure on the clouds, because the other yellow photos, yellow building photos I clicked, it was actually just difference of 10 minutes are there when I clicked the picture, so that you can understand that the clouds was not really looking like that. Food pictures was nice, but still you can see that this is the steam cake is, or put in Malayalam is overexposed. This photo is pretty good. I don't think there is much overexposure here, at least. This photo also there is slight overexposure on the top of the glass there is light overexposure. This photo came well. Here also there is light overexposure. There was not much of a light source there, so I don't know why. This picture was actually, this picture is pretty good. This picture is also very nice. I really like this picture because it got the colors right. There is, I think the table's color is different in different shots because I don't think algorithm is struggling with the woody color pictures, because I have shown that on the yellow building earlier. There was also the board was not correctly colored by the, or pick the color. The color was not picked right by the algorithm. You can see in the different pictures, you can see the table color is slightly different in every picture. I don't know why that is happening. So that's why I said it is not consistent. Night mode, the ultra wide angle, if you're asking, I think every time you click you have to make sure that the night mode kicks in or manually enable it, because otherwise you will get terrible pictures, except for this picture. This picture I really like the picture without the night mode. The right side is the night mode, you can see there. On the left side you cannot see much or anything at all in many of the pictures in night mode, at least, even though it is slightly overexposing sometimes, but the picture looks better every time, or almost every time, in the night mode in the ultra wide angle camera. See this picture also. This picture is, I guess it's okay, but still night mode picture looks better, right? Here also there is light the lens is having some problem. This picture is not really good, whether it is night mode or not. I really didn't like the picture, the detail was at loss. This picture is night mode, looks nice actually. Here also, even though both pictures are bad, at least the night mode picture is usable at least. Here the dynamic range has some problem. Look at the shading that came with the light board, and there's overexposing issues and everything. The main sensor also same. Main sensor here, the exposure is so bad. Look at the lights. Here I'm not sure you have to have the night mode kick in. I think in this picture the previous ultra wide angle actually got the board's color right, not the main camera didn't get it right, but most phone cameras didn't get that color right in anyways. Here I don't know, night mode pictures are a little bit more brighter, but I personally think that you should stick with the usual shot, because usual shot also looks good. Unless you really want a brighter picture, I personally prefer the non-night mode pictures here because it looks pretty nice because of the f1.6 aperture, right? Night mode is also not bad, but I think it's a little bit too much bright and overexposed at times, so it's better to stick with the main camera without night mode, unless and until the picture or the scene is too dark, like this one or this one. This is really dark, I mean, you can see the difference. Here you have to use the night mode. Here also I am okay, the night mode is looking nice here also, but the color on the cloud was bad on that picture. Here also the color is actually getting out, and this I saw this, the board, it looks weird. And the portrait are nice. I guess I don't know, I'm not sure. I have shared few pictures where that got the night mode horribly wrong, like the cutout is wrong, but the colors of humans are not really right. My friend's color and my color is not, this skin color is not the same. This picture is very nice. Yes, there is some problem with the cutout, but it was pretty good. Here also background is slightly overexposed on the right side, and this picture is pretty good actually. If you come to front camera, the selfies are pretty good, I say. Not great, but it's good. You look, I am looking like somebody have brownish gold skin. I am brown, not, I don't have this gold tint. Here also you can see that this is a decent picture, but here it overexposes. You can see that you can click, there is a wider angle to click pictures, if I'm not wrong, I'm not sure. Here also there is slight overexposing, not too much, but this picture is exposing is right, colors looks decent, everything is right. Here also it's not so bad, but still the colors See, my face color is different in different pictures. Also, it has smoothened me out. This picture is also okay, but skin color, of course. Night photos are grainy. That's what I had to say. Night photos are grainy. I mean, look at this picture. Hmm. Nothing more to say here. Here also, didn't get the board's color light. The selfie portraits. I can show some examples where it misses the cutout really correctly. Exposure issue still remains in many of the photos and everything. Cutout is sometimes it gets right, sometimes it gets wrong, so it's not really consistent. This picture cutout is nice. Here I can see that on left side the kid's photo is not correct with these sensors available. Even my P30 Pro clicked that picture rightly. I should have shared that picture along with that to show that how it meets the spot there. Videos are also nice. This is the main camera 4K sample of iPhone 13 mini. On the daytime the OS is pretty nice and the video quality is nice. I can say that iPhone's videos are very good even though in the night it gets little grainy. Still the picture quality is much better than many other Android phones. Hi, this is the 4K ultra wide angle camera sample of iPhone 13 mini. Even the ultra wide angle looks pretty good, right? Hi, this is the daylight front-facing camera sample of iPhone 13 mini. It kind of smoothen my face, but still it's very good. And also my quality is also very good. Hi guys, this is the low light rear-facing camera sample of iPhone 13 mini with 0.5x. This is night sample, ultra wide angle sample. Then I will switch the to main camera, the main angle in the 4K. See. Main sensor is pretty good in the night mode, but if you pan around you can see the jitters it causes. You can see that, right? There is jitters and that light reflections also come through because of that's and lens reflections. Main sensor in night is pretty decent, ultra wide angle not so good. Also the OIS will struggle if you are in night, right? Because of the EAS, of course. Hi guys, this is the low light front facing camera sample of iPhone 13 mini. It's pretty common, like the jitters and everything is pretty common in every phone because of the EAS it is using in the night. Of course it cannot handle that. This is the portrait mode, I mean the cinema mode, everything whatever it is called here. I think my P30 Pro did pretty better than this one. I'm not going to share this comparison videos. This is the that cinema mode where the focus peaking happens. Like the focus changes where like the focus changes to my mother. If she looks back to me, the focus changes. It works pretty nice, I guess. Right? Listen. So I'm going to conclude this review right away because I had lost few of the stats I had kept with me, the battery backup stats and everything. And because the battery backups, I will start the pros as the battery backup itself. For a small phone, it has a great, I mean, terrific battery life. I mean, at least 5 or to 6 hours, or maybe more screen on time was provided by the phone. So that is amazing for a small phone at this size. And talking about design, it's a very cute phone. I like the design because it's a small phone and it feels very nice in the hands and it looks very cute. And the display is pretty good. I mean, it's a great display for watching videos. I mean, it's a small display, but the quality of the display, that's what I meant. The brightness is great and everything. That's amazing. And it has great stereo speakers, so it adds to the experience here. It has a terrific video quality and it has pretty good bad camera quality, still image quality also. Talking about the cons, actually, the notch is hideous. I really hate the notch here. I didn't get adjusted in the 6 7 days I used. Then there is no fingerprint scanner. It's a very big con, obviously, because we are in a pandemic. After 2 years of using such a phone,
If they cannot bring a fingerprint scanner to a phone in 2 years, being a big tech company, they are they don't care about their customers. That is what that means. I mean, with face masks, the face unlock really does not work. And when I was trying to take pictures traveling around my city, it was so annoying every time I have to type in the pin. So that's bad. So that is there, and I didn't like the iOS experience. It's okay, it's very decent, it's pretty smooth. That's it. I am not a fan of iOS, so it's a personal choice, right? Then there is no 120 Hz display. It's pretty big deal because I used to view X70 Pro after few days of using iPhone 30 mini. I feel there's a huge difference between a 120 Hz display and a 60 Hz display. Right now I felt that. Previously I didn't feel like that, but right now after switching right away I can really feel that. For this place they should have provided, for me I think they should have provided zoom cameras, and also they should have provided 120 Hz display, because we have phones from 15,000 which has fast refresh rate. At least 90 Hz refresh rate would be a nice one. So that's it. Like if you are looking for a small flagship phone, you don't have much of a choice. If you are looking for the best bang for buck, iPhone, also iPhone 30 mini is your choice. And if you are an Android phone user and want iPhone and money is not an issue, iPhone 30 mini should be a terrific secondary phone because it's a very small phone. For me, no, iPhone 30 mini is a big no for me as a personal user, because I cannot use such a small phone in my daily life. So that's it for the review. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next one.